Hey YouTube, what's up? My name is Alan and this is Space Engineers Ares at War. And a lot's changed. If you watched the last video all the way to the end, it would have sounded like I was planning on continuing, and I was. Yeah, my ISP cut out, and so I just, alright, stopped my session but left OBS recording. And at some point I hit Control F12, which is my hotkey for it, whatever. I had to split the video up. I was going to have to edit them together, but the last two videos I recorded, I did not get the microphone audio. So yeah, it was just a video of somebody playing Space Engineers with no commentary. Yeah, so anyway, I think I figured that out. I set up RTX voice and added a compressor and noise gate. And so hopefully the audio will be better, because I had to listen to myself also when I'm stuck. And that was unfortunate. It made me want to add a compressor and noise gate and all that sort of stuff. So in the intervening time, I've built a, air quotes, fully automated vertical mining drill. And I messed around with various blueprints. As you can see, I changed my mind on the whole make a small tunnel plan. I decided I really wanted to do the thing where I had a stairway all the way up. So I expanded the drill to something a lot bigger. We were building down here, but I've obviously crawled past that, so I finished this area. So we've got, a little, I don't know, sub-basement or something, and I stuck a cargo down here so that as I was, building this, it would easier. This column was connected to the base coming down here and then going under. When I need the room for the drill to be, well, basically where we're standing here. I decided I would, connect it over this way. I'm trying out the white and plastic. I haven't committed to the whole base, but maybe we'll get there. We'll see. It's a shame we lost that video because I did a recap just like that and then went over all of my, logic. In fact, I'll do that again right now. This assumes I have a group for the drills, inertia tensor on the things that are on the moving part of the drill, the drill head for the piston, sorry, the rotor for the drill head has braking torque turned on. And then this sort of is the linear sequence of how I think of these things. And so I have a timer block called start that on its first page does all these things. Pause for reading. On the second page, it does these things. In fact, I need to update this. I have it on my clipboard. Why does it keep doing that? I'm editing it in Notepad++, and I bet it's using tabs sometimes, and this display doesn't like tabs, I'm guessing. Anyway, so on page 2, it does these things. On 3, it does these things. And actually, I think there's a couple more that I've added that aren't on this list. And then this event controller, EC, is when the piston gets all the way extended. It does these things. Then the next step is when the rotor on the top is attached, it does these things. Then it does this retract step. It triggers a timer, which delays. I had to bump that up to 8 seconds. This one too. We wait for the piston to retract and then do these things and trigger this timer block, which holds the, welder and grinder in place for a moment. And then we turn on this one, which is the next time the drill gets to, once the piston is retracted all the way, it waits for the bottom rotor to attach and does these things. And then this TB restart is just a way for me to interrupt the process. Instead of going straight back to start, it goes to restart, which just triggers start. And if I want to interrupt it, I can just turn this timer block off and the drill will do one extension, get all the way back to nearly starting over, and then stop. And then the timer block e-stop just turns everything off and stops all the timer blocks, so that if something was, waiting at the time that I pressed e-stop, it won't run, in however many seconds till its time elapses. So I explained all that. I went up here and turned on whatchamacallit, spectator cam, showed off the drill. Thought I had it all worked out. Came down here and confidently ran it for one more time, and then the drill just collapsed in front of me. Like it ran the grinder stage and it just fell. It was pretty spectacular. And so I ended the video with that and said I was going to reload. And I did, and what I realized was that it was a bunch of the scaffolding that I had put in here that was actually holding the column up, because it's free floating in this space. So I adjusted the blueprint and added this quote, I don't know, stiffening spine, which actually solves, I think, two problems. One, the fact that this wasn't attached to anything, so now it is. But also, when this was severed, the drill segment, this whole thing wouldn't have power. So I added some batteries on the top, but this will, kind of negate that need. And the other thing that I was really running into is it seems that the event controllers get messed up when the grids are detached. So the event controller that should have been incrementing the projector, which is on a separate grid from what is effectively the drill segment, was like all of the projector actions were getting removed from the event controller. So the thing I have where, oh, that was another thing I told in the video that I didn't get to show. This blueprint is being moved up with the tower, so that the top of it can be a little bit different for the building stage, and then the bottom part, there's a grinder that grinds out the stuff that's needed for building and then just puts in the parts that are for permanent operation. Like this conveyor should have been removed, actually. This should be just a straight reinforced tube, but I didn't even notice that until just now. So yeah, like up here, it worked. We're missing a conveyor. I say missing, but it's not supposed to be there. I messed with the blueprint a little bit, and also I got a little overzealous removing parts of the blueprint, so some of this didn't get welded. I'm going to have to do those manually. So I'm going to do those things. Oh, these are still on. Careful. I also did that a lot. I kept on walking into the welders or falling off and respawning way outside and having to run back down this long tunnel. Although now the stairs are a problem. So I stuck a rival kit right here so that when I do invariably fry myself or fall to my doom, I respawn here instead of way out there. So yeah, I'll I'll weld up the bits that we're missing, and I'll bring it back when I'm ready to run another cycle. And hopefully after that cycle, the next time you see the drill, it'll be popping through the surface. See you in a minute. Okay, here goes something. Let's actually... the spectrometer camera. And actually, let me just double check. This is why I don't usually use Spectator, because it's too easy to like cheat. So I do. Alright, so I am starting the drill. So it's going to run like that for a little while. I will pause and bring you back when the drill is nearly fully extended. Okay, here we go. A stroke. An extension of the drill is like just over 4 minutes. 6 minutes? Yeah, 6 minutes. So this should attach. Good, and then the rest should be down here. So the grinder should turn off in a moment, and then the welder should come on. The welder should come on. Okay, we should pause there for a moment. And damn it. I still have something turning off the projector at the wrong time. As those should have welded a bunch of stuff. Let's see if it moved at least. Oh, I know why. I didn't update the blueprint yet with the updated version that has the slightly higher. All right, well, you don't need to worry about that. Yeah, the next time you see this, hopefully it'll be breaking through the surface. I'm kind of sick of recording it. So I'll see you in a bit. Okay, well, you can see we've broken through the surface, which I told you I'd bring you back for, but it's actually something more than breaking through that I wanted to really show. But we've got problems. One of them I've fixed. First was the projector offset reached 50, which is the maximum. So I had to mess around with changing the origin of the projection. And apparently it has to do with the grid pivot, except if there are rotor heads on the grid. It seems like those override. Maybe we can't even see it. Those override the grid pivot because it kept on like using. Oh, I'm upside down. How did I do that? It kept on using this block as the grid pivot or as the origin for the projector, no matter what I did. Yeah. And then what I did is I went and I messed around with a bunch of things. The one that worked was, if you look down here at the bottom of the projection, there's another rotor. And as soon as I did that, that became the origin of the projection. So that's weird. But whatever. That's one problem. Buildable on. Yeah. And then that's down, that's up. The other problem, it's actually kind of two problems, is this box, this cargo container is smoking. And that is kind of the, like it could be, it's one of the paths that components could get from, in and out of the drill. And so these, it also contains the stuff that these welders normally use. So they can't currently weld. On top of that, because I didn't give this a name and didn't mess with it, I just sort of stuck it up here. Izzy's inventory manager decided that this was for tools and bottles and stuff. At least I think that's what happened. Hey, what's this guy called? Yeah, small cargo container 2, that's the one. And I can't access that right now either, because the cargo path would go through, well, either of those, through this cargo. And I actually think there might be, yeah, there's a few things up here damaged. So that's fun. I'm gonna just run back and forth and weld up as much of these as I can, and then use the stairs trick to get up there and try to fix that up. So I'll fix that up and then I'll bring you back for, I guess I can explain it. What I wanted to show, sensor. Okay, so this sensor here is detecting voxels. And its action for when it's no longer detecting voxels is to turn off the restart timer block. So in theory, what will happen is on the next extension, this will push up, and then automatically the reset block will be turned off, and so that last extension will be the last one. I'll probably manually push it up a couple of more times so that we get the stairs up to, ground level at least. Yeah, yeah, maybe another one or two after we break the ground. So yeah, let me weld this stuff up and nope, bring you back in a bit. Who needs a camera when you can just ride on the thing? I backed it down one step because I think the reason the parts over there got damaged, or yeah, the parts over there got damaged, was because they were scraping against the wall. And I ran the drills up there, and it looked like it made a slightly wider hole. So for some reason they weren't, like digging properly here. So I backed it up a step. And then I had left some scaffolding up here, so I just decided I'd run up and then take the scaffolding down and ended up here. Can I reach that one? Not quite. Oh well. Close enough. I have one more thing to do. Oops. Need to turn that back on. Show only buildable. Actually, I should. turn off show only buildable. I need to look at where the projection is. Yeah, it's in the wrong spot. I kind of thought we needed to move that still. This needs to go. Yeah, so that, okay, there we go, that one above where we're at. Nope. We'll go back to only buildable. And then vertical drill start. Actually, in case. Oh, no, I wanted it trigger now. Oh, that was something. Okay, well, here's a interesting view of it without having to resort to spectator cam. My power's gonna hold out if I hang out here. Alright, fine, I'll do spectator anyway. So yeah, I will... Oh, I want to turn that back on. So it should just keep on going until we get above ground. I mean, until the sensor plane gets above ground. So I'll let that run and I'll bring it back in a bit. I may have spotted a problem. Can you see? Wait, something else must be blocking it. It hasn't even reached that yet. Unless it's hitting the hitbox. That shouldn't be blocking. Oh no, that wouldn't be blocking. Okay, so a piece of scrap there? No. Okay. But maybe there was. This thing's getting really flaky. I'm glad I'm almost done with it. You can see I took care of the power problem. What are you doing? 8.3. Negative quarter, yep. We're waiting for one of the events. This is why events are nice, because if we did this strictly based on timers, some timer would have gone off by now and maybe like detached the whole thing. Would not be great. Ooh, it can't go up or down. Oh, this is dangerous. Or not. See, you were worried about nothing. It's fine. Okay, let's go back to a bird's eye view. Or not, but it's stuck again. Seriously, what are we hitting? It's like scraping against something. But I don't know what. We could try. I think it's getting squirrely because, like, are we to the point where, like, gravity's affecting it and it's causing this thing to, like, lean that way? And so now things that didn't interfere with it are? Like, so I had this. Originally worked out that 18 was pretty good. I don't know why I ended up with 8. Oh, there's my sensor. Oh, yeah, we're getting close. Cool. Oh, right, you can't actually put things on there. So, okay, it's on. Once this sensor, which hopefully you can see through there, comes above ground, it should turn off. Which is silly because I need to rerun this a couple times anyway, but it'll be fun to know if it worked. Clear. Hey, there we go, it worked. And when we get to the end here, it should do the retract and stop. But yeah, I want to keep going so that it'll go ahead and weld up the stairs. I didn't notice, look at the compass, because I'm riding on the rotor head. I'll actually just go ahead and turn that back on. That's because I'm in third person, and the third person's not sure what to do with the ever-changing, rotating perspective. Oh, I was about to press F to get out of here, and I have to be careful about when I do that. Ooh, credit card. I guess I can turn off, oh yeah, this is about to attach. I should set the max extension to 9.9 meters, because you see at 10 it's going a little past it. It might even be like 9.8. Watch that last step. And what I'll do is for the last couple of pushes, I will actually just change the speed on the piston, since all we needed to do now is weld. Oh, did I just hit the Windows key? I hit the Windows key. Yeah, restart, turn back on, because the voxels are, or no, because start turns it on, and we didn't encounter the condition yet. Let's see how far this gets us. It might be close enough to hand weld the rest, because I don't want this thing like jetting off into the sky either. What do we have for, like, where are we at? That's pretty nice, just above the ground. It's frightening. And it's getting worse the higher up we get. Maybe I should have put a rotor, or not a rotor, gyro on there to stabilize it. Doing it again? Oh no, it's moving. We're just at a pause. Yeah, this is as high as I'm gonna let it go. I think. Yeah, I'll do one more. Oh god. Did I? I think I triggered the wrong one. You'll be able to see quicker than I am. I think I did. Vertical drill start. Trigger now. Again. Oh god, it's so violent. Maybe I should have stopped. Yeah, that's pretty tall. Like, yeah, I guess we'll get pretty close with the stairs. It's unfortunate that the weather isn't cooperating with us right now. Ta-da! Oh god, I don't want it to go again. Circle drill east up. Trigger now, turn it all off. Cool. So that's it. We've reached the surface. Looks like that's the stair that's gonna reach here. And that'll be the end of the episode. I'm gonna grind this down and start setting up a solar tower up here. Video. See you next time.